Goshen Begorra! Blow my bagpipes. Is that what he used to say? Bless me, bagpipes. That's Uncle Scrooge. Welcome back, my friends, to the happiest little ship on the Silicon Seas. Welcome back to the gaming Galleon. I get a lot of people calling me Galleon. I had a guy today call me Gal. Hey, it's the gaming Gal. Thanks for coming to my stream. And then he didn't get the E right. Hey, gaming Gallon. Thanks again. Thanks for those Toe Jam and Earl tips. It's Galleon. Galleon, my friend. Does this look like a gal to you? Well, it is a gal. It's the greatest gal in my life. Right here. It's more than a gallon, though. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. This is a galleon. This is a pirate ship. Do you understand? A multi-leveled wood and iron pirate ship. Is that not amazing? What do we got here? Gold bullion? No. What about Sugar? Who's played Sid Meier's Pirates? It's not Sugar. That's for sure. We have booty. But it's video game booty. What do we got? Let me look. The Mischief Makers for the N64. What's over here? Jungle Huff for the Atari 2600. How about over here? Phantasy Star 4. Sega Genesis. I mean, come on. Any modern stuff? Maybe. Maybe. I just don't know where it is. It's probably been pirated. Alright. Let's get started. My name is Captain Rez. And I'm a little melancholy today. Just a little bit. You guys always excite me, but it was kind of a weird weekend afternoon getting to where we are, which is Winston Churchill Elementary School. I think the elementary isn't really there. I think it's just Winston Churchill. But I think, you know, it's important you guys know what kind of school it is. It's my school. When I was a kid, between the ages of 8 and 10, I suppose. I was only there for 2 years, 4th grade and 5th grade. And it was an interesting time, that's to be sure. Today we're going to be basically talking about failures, and we're going to be talking about things that probably should have been left behind. The booty is a prime example. We'll get into that later at the bottom of the hour. The game also probably should have been left in development. Today we're going to be playing backyard wrestling. Don't try this at home. You guys know what backyard wrestling is? You ever hear of this? There was a time where there was more than just WWE out there. The World Wrestling Entertainment. There was a whole host of wrestling networks vying for your money and your viewership. This was no exception. This was no exception. What do we got here? We got a guy in like DJ Jazzy Jeff pants coming down at a guy with like Trent Reznor pants in front of their mom's trailer. And somebody left the ladder out. Did this need to be? Maybe not. But that's what today's all about. Including what happened to me one fine day all the way back in, 1986. 1986. About a year after the old Nintendo. Maybe 2. I believe I was 10 years old. 5th grade. 5th grade. Not the most popular kid, especially at that time. Hadn't really come into my own yet. Didn't ooze the charisma I ooze today. And you know, let's face it. Kids are jerks. Kids are big jerks. And I was no exception. I had, I don't think I had any friends at the time, now that I think about it. Nobody that I would hang out with no real crew. At least not at school. I had kind of a neighborhood crew. But at school, I came in, later than everyone else. And I had buck teeth the size of, I don't know, a warthog. That was pretty bad. Mom and Dad spent a lot of money just to get me back to this point. But that didn't stop me from trying to find any way I could to look better in front of someone else. And there was this one kid named Jeff Staples who's overweight. He's a black kid. And honestly, that's about all I really remember about him. I remember we were on the social scale about the same. Maybe even, about the same. And so I felt like, here's finally a guy I can, feel superior to. And I don't know how it happened, but somehow we ended up in a fight. And I'm not talking about one of these, you say something bad to me, I say something bad to you, all of a sudden things erupt. No, you know how kids did it. Because they're idiots. You would set a time. And you would go out to wherever this would be, maybe a park, maybe behind someone's house, maybe at school, and everyone else would hear about it, and rather than try and fix it, everyone would practically sell, souvenirs for it. And that's what happened here. We had two relatively unpopular kids, the kid with the buck teeth and the fat kid, going at it in the schoolyard. And that was the plan. The plan was after school, we would meet up at this gymnasium thing. And let me tell you, if you saw this thing, you'd be like, who designed this for children? Basically what it was a hemisphere. A hemisphere that laid flat, and it was made up of iron bars crisscrossing in a triangle fashion. Does that make sense at all? So you've got your arch, your big dome of iron, and punched in it is a bunch of triangles. Almost to the point that the iron is now netting. Alright? What did this look like to us? Beyond Thunderdome. I'm not even sure Beyond Thunderdome existed at the time. I don't ever remember anyone... I would think everyone would be chanting Beyond Thunderdome in my memories, if that were the case. I don't think it was. I think that was a little later, maybe like 87. But I'll tell you what did happen. We didn't have to see Mad Max to act like a bunch of savages. They put me and Jeff in the middle. Oh, by the way, the middle of this thing was on sand. So they put us in the middle of this thing on sand, staring at each other toe to toe. And that's when everybody who was there, who must have been like at least 30 kids, started climbing the gymnasium, hanging their feet out above us, just looking through, from the ground level. Their head is on, one of the iron bars. They're just watching. They're screaming. They're cackling. They're laughing. And they're all around us, watching. And they're all the people you wanted to hang out with. All the people you wanted to be. And it could not have been more ceremonial. It could not have been more symbolic, because here they hung, just out of reach, yet so much higher than you. And so here was my chance. Maybe I could take this kid out, get a little respect. Who knows? So, the fight begins, and I gotta tell you, I don't remember much about what happened. I'm not sure that Jeff scored a hit. I'm gonna guess I didn't score any hits. But I'll tell you what did happen. I'm standing this guy, toe to toe, about the same distance that you and I are standing right now. And I got my dukes up. I can't believe this happened. Here I am, Duke's up, ready to go, and what happens? Some jackass who's sitting up there right above the two of us drops right on me. Middle of the fight. Not even the middle of the fight. I'm going to say 30 seconds into when they announce the start of the fight. We're here. And this guy drops me. And Jeff takes every opportunity to get a couple hits in there to make sure, you know, he's got some sort of piece of the action on that. My back is crushed. Absolutely crushed. My face is in the sand. And everybody walks away. Woo! And now, if memory serves, I don't know if this is true, but this is what my memory has taken. Judging by where I saw the guy last, and the voice that I thought I had heard when it happened, I'm pretty sure this was a guy named Pat, who was the tallest kid in the entire grade. This kid must have been like a foot taller than me. And that jackass decided to just out me. Yikes. And you know, thank God he's not on Facebook. Because I'd hate to see how much more successful he is than me. Alright, let's play another video game. What do you say? Do you want to get violent? Do you want to get crazy? Do you want to get stupid like a 10-year-old? Well, look no further, ladies and gentlemen. For a mere $3 probably, you can get yourself a copy of Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. And if that's not enough for you, look at this. They even came out with a sequel. What is it called? There Goes the Neighborhood. And we've even got an insane clown posse guy right on the front to really give you that sense of quality branding. I wanted to play There Goes the Neighborhood, to be honest. I can't play these on an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. They're not available with backward compatibility. And while I could have brought, you know, an original Xbox and a Navigator for this, we had it on PS2. I thought that was the easier way to go. So we're going to play, what's this called again? Don't try this at home. We're going to get crazy. We're going to get over the top. If you're a bit squeamish, well, what are you watching this show for? Let's get started, shall we? Allow me to don the harp of transition. And whisk you away. Whisk you away to the magical world of backyard wrestling. All right. You got a little bit of audio here. You got yourself a little bit of video here. And via the I don't have a camera to look at anymore. There we go. We're over here now. Thanks to the fine people over at Eidos, we had a very deep Create a Wrestler feature. So who you're seeing here is our character, our avatar today. This is Cap and Raz, and doesn't it look just like me? Look, I painstakingly took hours to get myself to this point. You think you were hardcore when it came to Elder Scrolls? You know, eat your heart out. Okay? Who else we got here? I suppose these are some relatively famous people who were involved with the Backyard Wrestling League. I guess. I'm not really sure. I really like this guy. Was he in the same clown posse? I think so. I really wouldn't know. But let's pick our avatar here, Captain Raz. And I think we're going to play against Gupta. These characters could not be more stereotypical. Could not be more offensive. And that's just about how we like it, right? All right, so let's play Gupta just to give you an idea of how far we've come as a human race. As a race. As a species? Sure. You got a couple options here. We're going to go with the backyard and probably stick with it. The one nice thing about this game is the arenas are a lot of fun to play over and over and over. Let's see me get really whipped up. I haven't played this today. I should have warmed up. These wrestling games, they'll give you a run for your money. So here we are, outside your mom's house. Oh, come on, that's low. Come on, do we have to go to that level? Well, it is backyard wrestling. Yeah, CAW, what's that stand for, by the way? Create a wrestler. Makes sense, right? Create a wrestler. And apparently,
I am going to kill you, my friend.
Apparently I have some issues with the Lord our Savior. Oh, God. Oh, get up. Oh, come on. Okay. There's absolutely no way. Yeah, here we go. Think about that. Oh, man. Oh. I gotta pick something up. Get off me. Somebody shut that dog up. Oh. Yeah! Boom! Have a seat. Oh my gosh. Come on, Riz. Come on. It's Churchill school all over again. I never should have came back. Oh yeah! Yeah! What do you think about that? Oh, get off me! He's really winning. Oh, how did I miss him? This isn't good. This isn't good. He's... Now what we're going to do here, we're going to do best of 3. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, come here. Come here, you. Yeah, what do you think about that? Think about that! Oh! Look out below! Oh, spike bat. Yeah! Whatever this thing is. Oh, God. I think that was a fluorescent pipe. Uh-oh. That's not good. No, 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 no! Fatality.
I'm going to kill you, my friend.
Oh, my God. Oh, did I have one more shot?
Don't come back
I
again!
I didn't go with it. Okay. We're going to go again because loading another match takes for effing ever. Okay. Thanks, PS2. Come here, you. I said sit down. Oh. I'm going to Irish whip him into the boat. Nope. Oh. Oh, come on. I blew it. Here we go. Let's try it again. Boom!
From above.
What's up? Meet me up here. Let's make it really dramatic. Oh, and I blew it. Oh! Yeah! Come here! Oh! You ready for this? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I didn't know I could do that. Uh-oh. Yeah, reversal! Oh, man, this is so inspiring. Yeah, that's a fluorescent light bulb, all right. Check this out. It's a mattress. It's gasoline. Oh, you didn't let me do it. Get out of here. Oh, I lost it. Come here. Knocked out with a garbage can. That's climax enough, right? All right, it's 1-on-1. We'll go a third one, and then we'll hit the booty segment, okay? And you guys can pray for my soul. Steel chair. Classic. Oh. Come Come here. Irish whip into that thing. Yeah! Leave me alone. Wow. Guess I got him off. Man. Is that a... I think that was a pool cue. Alright, let's go see the... you jerk! Stop! Oh, no way! Still anyone's game. Oh, jeez. Yeah, come here, you. What am on fire? Put myself on fire, but, you know, hey. Oh, jeez. You idiot! Ah! Oh, man. Very close match. Not so close. Oh my god! Get off! No! Oh my god. And he finished me.
I'm going to kill you, my friend. Victory is mine!
Wow. Yikes. It's like, it's like 5th grade all over again, huh? Alright. This is crap for booty segment. Oh my god. So what do you think? Let me, what did we learn from that? Don't ever light a mattress on fire when you're in a fight. Am I right? I need to work on making sure we're good to go for the next match while we play here. While I get going with this. Why don't they make these anymore? They only made 2 of them. Neither of them scored very well. I think it was a different time. It was an original Xbox time. We're in an Xbox One time now. I think we're taking ourselves much too seriously to be putting out a game like Backyard Wrestling. Try this at home. And that's probably a good thing. Alright! Let's, I don't know who we're going to pick. We'll wait till later. Okay. So, I'm not sure we needed this. I'm not sure why we got this. We probably got this because we have a pirate ship, but more specifically, we have a stream. And if you're going to do a stream about video games, you better find some. We found some. That's for sure. I'm just not sure how much we needed them. Okay? That being said, I don't think you can argue on the price. That's probably the best part, is the price. What we have here is a whole bunch of original Xbox and PS2 games. I walked into a pawn shop. I've been in this place before. We've gotten some good deals there. Of course, there's there's a whole bunch of games you leave behind on the shelves over and over and over. And I think they got sick of them just sitting there. And so they had bundled them all up in plastic. And they were pricing them 10 games for $2.50. And there were a lot of bundles. I'd say there were about 8 of them. We pulled 4. Okay? Here's the problem. Can I get them out of the plastic? You see what I'm saying here? Now, are these good titles? Maybe. There may be some good titles here, but they're also going to be incredibly common titles. And there's also going to be some sports games here. Now, generally, when they do this whole bundle thing, 10 for, $2, $3, they're usually pretty selective about how many the ratio between sports games and actual action games. And I don't think this girl cared enough. Because it seemed like about half of the ones, the half we left behind were nothing but sports, all bundled together. Whereas a couple of these are nothing but action games. So, let's see if we get anything worth grabbing. Again, these were 10 for $2.50. No negotiations necessary at that point, I would say. All right. If you were smart, if I was smart, I would have gotten an X-Acto knife. I did not. Actually, those didn't come off too bad. So let's take a look. Madden, 2005. Original Xbox. Madden, 2006. Original Xbox. Head coach. I think you play the coach in this. Let's see the back. I've never really looked at these. Lead the franchise. Dynamic player progression. Only one player. So this is straight up an RPG for sports guys. Isn't that crazy? Do you think he's got to like fight spiders and rats the first hour of gameplay? Another sports game here. NCAA 2005. Sometimes the NCAA games are worth some money because they can't make them anymore. I'm doubting this is one of them. Lynx 2004. Look at these snazzy men in their Dockers and their tucked-in shirts. They look really, really ready to play golf, don't they? It's in great condition. You guys aren't going to need to worry about condition on this, are you? Forza Motorsport, you know, this game is actually a game that's trending. Some people say it's trending. Some people say it's trending up because Xbox One has originally, or has recently, in the past couple months, backward compatible a number of original Xbox games. So there's a lot of guys out there who grew up with this one and like Halo and want another copy. I don't really know that that's true. It depends on what site you're looking at, but let me tell you, it's if you want to find a cheap copy, I'm talking, you know, less than $5. There's a pretty good chance you can. So, anyway, better than Gran Turismo 4, says EGM. I'll be the judge. This is a twofer. You got Clone Wars. I think this is a pack-in for the original Xbox at one point. Clone Wars and Tetris World. This is not for resale there. Not for resale. You see that? Some collectors, their tuchus gets tingled. Another Forza. Great condition. Complete. Big shocker. What is this? Basketball game, NFL Live 2003 and ESPN 2005. Would you pay $250 for this lot? Would you pay $250 for those? I think I basically did because of the motorsports thing, the Forzas. There were two in there, and I'm a sucker for this whole trending upward thing. All right, next one here. We got more original Xbox games. And actually, there's one here off the top that I love. I wonder if we have it. Original Xbox. I'm not really sure. I know we have it for a couple systems, that's for sure. Let me just take the skirt off her. There we go. It's prom night, sweetheart. Time to open up. All right. Gun. For the original Xbox. What a great game. This was the quintessential Western before RDR. And you can play Texas Hold'em in it. How can you go wrong? Shadow Ops Red Mercury. I know we don't have this because why would I ever buy it? Hey, the threat is real. Don't let them fool you. The threat's real. It's like your typical first-person shooter. Relentless first-person shooter combat. Ah, co-op action. 4-player co-op action. I love that. I think that's my favorite thing about the original Xbox is how many split-screen co-op games they had. I think that's really neat. Here's a good one. Return of the King. Just finished this one, by the way. Recently. On the GameCube. Played it all the way through. Fun little game. Good for co-op, too. I used to play with my sister. Halo 2. Looking pretty good here. Halo 2. Man, did everyone abandon Halo, huh? Everyone Halo's king? Very finicky lot, or very fickle people we are. Incredibles, Rise of the Underminer. Underminer. What do we got? 2-player. That's always fun. So you can play as either Mr. Incredible or Frozen. Is that Sam Jackson? Didn't Sam Jackson play Frozen? Alright. Interesting. I've seen worse. Mech Assault. It's a decent third-person mech shooting game. Kind of arcadey. I think this originally had some online play. Oh, it's 4-player? 8-player, but that's online. Yeah. Practice playing that on your own. Finding Nemo. Fish are friends. They're not food. Okay. Is that PS2? Nice box. Lord of the Rings. The other one. 2 Towers. Never played this one. I may soon. I may soon. Kind of been thinking about it. Original Halo. Original Halo. Game of the year. And again, I've always wanted to give it a shot. I'd love to get some knuckleheads in a room and try this one out. Brute Force. 4-player split screen game in which everyone has different gameplay. One guy's a sniper, one guy's kind of a brawler, one guy's more of a assault dude, and then I think the third one is like a ninja or something, maybe like stealth. I'd love to play this with some competent players and give it a shot. Looks like fun. All right. There's more, don't worry. There's more. They keep coming. Again, how much do we pay for these? Because these are pretty, who cares about these, right? Again, 10 for $2.50. All right? 10 for $2.50. Does it get more quantity over quality than this? I don't think so. I mean, we're really hitting the lowest common denominator, so it's pairing quite well with Backyard Wrestling, if you ask me. Call of Duty 2, the big red one. 1 player, surprisingly enough. Oh, okay, used to have online play. I haven't played that one. I haven't played many Call of Duties. Another one of these double Tetris Worlds. Clone Wars. I wonder how the Clone Wars is. 1 to 4 players? Really? And that's local. 1 to 4 local. Huh. I mean, that's a good starter disc if you're picking up your Xbox way back in 2000. Get yourself 2 games. Tetris Worlds is 4-player. LAN also. They were both online. Not a bad pick. Halo. Original Halo. This feels like it sans the instruction manual. I mean, I will say that these games are in good condition. Halo 2. Let's take a look at a disc, shall we? Another Halo 2 here. The disc has been used, but it looks more dirty than scratched. I think it just needs a wipe down. Is that going to happen? I sincerely doubt it. Another Halo 2. What's this? Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Look at that. We got all 3 of them. I've never played this one, but I've always really admired that shot. Isn't that a great picture of Gandalf and Aragorn and who's the other one down there? Who's that little guy? Is that Tattoo from Fantasy Island? Nobody gets that joke. All right. ESPN, back to where we want to be with the garbage sports titles. Germany 2006. I don't think I've ever seen this one. And boy, do they look ready to play soccer. I like the guy in the blue. He's like, give me a second. I'm not ready to get the... Oh, they already took the picture. All right. Trivial Pursuit Unhinged. Look at how much fun they're having. I always hate the look on people's faces on these game show games. They look just, clever or too happy. How about her? What's she hiding? Huh? Why didn't you just tell me already? All right. Madden. 2006. I think we already had one of these. And a FIFA. All right, one more. And this one happens to be PS2 games. Okay? Let's open her up. I really do wish I had a knife. But these are actually coming off better than I expected. Alright, what do we got here? Cars. Great game. We've actually visited Radiator Springs on the Galleon. Long time ago. Long time ago. If you ever want to see us explore the world of cars in Radiator Springs, look it up on Google. Gaming Galleon, Radiator Springs. Great game, though. Great game. Like that one. Never even seen the movie. Think about that. Kabbalah, Big Game Hunter. More like Big Deal Hunter. Oh yeah, you got... They all look very angry. Especially that bear. Alright. Kabbalah, Alaskan Adventures. And more angry bears. This one actually kind of turned my head a little bit. I'm a real sucker for Alaska. It looks like you can fish here and hunt. Thousands of authentic gear options. Don't count these games out, to be honest. I've played one before and I really liked it. Just pick one that's in the setting that you would want to be in. I'd probably pick this one. I love Alaska. Starsky and Hutch. Here's a game I've always wanted to play. Believe it or not, this game is compatible with light guns and a light gun. If you pop a light gun into the Xbox and a driving steering wheel into the Xbox, you can play this with a friend. One guy's driving, one guy's shooting. Doesn't that sound like fun? Sounds like a pain in the ass to set up, which is why you're going to find this game everywhere. But the potential is definitely there. I mean, the graphics, what do you got? It kind of looks like Crazy Taxi. Alright. Ace Combat 4. A lot of people like this one. I'm not really into flight sims, but this is a pretty celebrated franchise. Sprint Cars Road to Knoxville. I love the colors. Something about the colors on this really get me going. Races Tony Stewart's winged sprint car. And I know we don't have this. So we'll drop this guy in the hold. For a quarter. Okay with that. It's an amazing time we live in. Where we can find games that could potentially... we could spend hours and hours with. Alone and with a friend. Like sprint cars for a quarter. Thrillville. Here's a fun one. You're designing a park. I know that's a big snooze. However, there's a whole everything you put on there, the games and the rides you can actually ride. Well, most games you can do the ride, the roller coaster, like Roller Coaster Tycoon. But this game, there's like actual video games that you can put. Like I know there's a multiplayer pirate themed first person shooter on this. I've never played it. But that kind of gives you an idea. There's a racing game here, shooting game. Looks like there's mini golf on here. So I really haven't spent a lot of time. It says 20 mini games, 101 attractions. I've never actually played this, but man, it sure sounds like a lot of fun. And it's 4-player. Interesting. Very interesting. I know we don't have this. I didn't know this was in here. American Chopper 2, Full Throttle. I don't think any of the American Chopper games have made it through the annaled halls of the gaming galleon until today. I really like the guy in the back. Who's that guy? He's like, how did I end up in this? Play as Paul, Senior, Paulie, Mikey, or Vinny. All your favorites, guys. 1 player only. More player interaction. It looks like in between races, you get into fights with your family members. Look at this. More pressure. You see how angry the old guy is? This sounds fascinating. Now that I'm looking, because it looks like they're trying to do like a BioWare thing here. In between crappy PS2 races. Interesting. Interesting. American Idol. Cripes. And whatever this is, X-Men Legends 2 on its own. Pretty decent action RPG, 4 players. Very common because it sold so well. And, you know, this looks used, but probably workable. So there you go. Oh, one thing. So what does that come out to? That's 40 games for $10. 40 games for $10. What are we going to do with them? Well, we'll take the ones we don't have in the hole. We'll take the rest of them to ye old retro game store and let them deal with them. And don't be surprised if these guys rake you over the coals. This is why you don't pay a lot. I brought some Atari games in there the other day, into one of these shops the other day, and they were giving me a flat rate. Didn't even look at the title. Flat rate, 13 cents. An Atari game. 13 cents. If you ever wonder why Atari games are so cheap, well, I don't know. It's just because they were everywhere, and no one buys them, and even stores will buy them for nothing. So, we'll probably get about that for some of these sports titles. Probably may even take a wash on some of these sport titles. Less than 25 cents. But, you know, it was quite an adventure, and we did get some quality titles here. And not to mention, before I started this whole, before I even discovered the bundles, I walked up to the counter, and in a Tupperware with a bunch of old controllers, looks like they'd been, you know, like I said, cleaning this place out. That's why the bundles were happening. They were trying to get rid of inventory. Sitting in some Tupperware with some no-nonsense stuff for $1. I'm going to get past all the crap. Where'd it go? Oh my God, they ate it. Where'd you go, sweetheart? Did you get smothered by the bad games? Here goes X-Men Legends 2. Sitting there for $1. Pokemon. Omega Ruby for the 3DS. If we're really so guilty about spending $10 on bad games, I assure you, we can get the money back within 24 hours with this little sweetheart. Okay? So there you go. We spent $11 today. $11 on a whole bunch of garbage. There you go. All right. And a Pokemon. Okay. That's it. Let's get back to Backyard Wrestling 2, shall we? Backyard Wrestling 1. I really wish... I feel terrible. I can't... Maybe we'll just do a sequel. One day we're not doing it on the Xbox yet. I mean, I was showing the right game. Talk about dialing the voyage in, huh? I don't even know where it went. It's Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. For the PlayStation 2. Let's get back to it. Give me a little bit of harp. Give me some harp. A little bit of... Oh, there go my headphones. A little bit of horseradish on the side. There we go. I need to find a better place for this harp. The harp and the headphones, they tend to make out with one another. They love each other so much. Alright, here we go. Whew. Giving you some video. Alright, now this guy here, from what I remember, was an offensive Chinese person. We've already been offended racially by Gupta. Let's I mean, by all means, we want to be all inclusive, so let's offend the women. We have two to pick from here. We've got Katana and Jezebel. To be fair, if I had to take one home to mom, it'd be Jezebel. No, Katana. I like pigtails, but this one just has one too many. Let's beat her up. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to be beat up by... Let's see. Oh, God. How can I say no? Katana. Yeah, we're going to have to go with her. All right. And then let's go down to the Gentlemen's Club. Here's an arena I've never been in. I don't know what to expect. This is probably not a good idea. Be ready to, cover the eyes of those you love. They really don't need to see this. Here we go. Okay, what's happening here? Oh, it's my elementary school teacher, Mrs. Ross. Hi. Oh, how nice. Oh, guys. you think of the potential? Hey, that's Katana. That's the girl we're beating up. I guess she owns this place. Oh.
I'm the queen of extreme.
The queen of extreme. I bet you are, sweetheart. Hey, look. Oh. Hey, what do you say we watch The Notebook? Oh, boy. Look. Oh, come on. Get me out of here. Oh. Jeez. Come here. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, Irish whip into the potted plant. Oh! No! Where'd that drink tray come from? I swear that drink tray wasn't there a second ago. Get off me, lady! Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna do best of... that's a shower. That's a shower. Get her in the shower! Oh, come here, you! You go into the showers! Yeah! That's hot water! Is she showering or in pain? Oh, no! Leave me alone! Alright, you know where she's going. Oh! Please, I don't want to get letters from the Me Too movement. No, not a reversal! No! Oh, sweetheart. Oh, there's my drinks. Come here. Oh, no! I want her in there. We're gonna soften her up a little bit. You ready for this? Oh no! No, leave me alone! Oh my god! You jerk! Let me up! No, lady! No! Oh my god. That's so unfair. Oh god.
You
and all I want to do is buy her a drink. Pathetic. Alright, let's go one more time, huh? One more time. Well, we'll see. I'm down by one. Maybe I can bring it back. This place, by the way, is called the Peppermint Rooster. Look it up on Facebook. Be sure to hit him up, like him, subscribe to him. Come here, you. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, jeez, that was close. Let's get up here. Oh my god. Yeah, let's make it dramatic, sweetheart. Oh. No! No, that's too dramatic. Oh. What about that other stripper over there? Oh my god. Yeah, come here. We're gonna do it old-fashioned style. Yeah! What do you think about that? Just like Mama used to make. Boom! One more? How about this? Shaking the goodies. I don't think I'm equipped for that. You got... Look, you can custom... Like I said, I created this wrestler. That includes picking what kind of moves he can do. I'm not sure I should have picked Shaking the Goodies. I didn't realize what the goodies were at the time. Get off me! Oh, come on! Lady? Lady, come on. I just want to take you home to Mom. Oh, my... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Come here. Come here. Shaking the... Oh, no. Okay. Oh! Oh, I missed it. I missed. No, 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 no. Oh, I think I got her. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try and do the special. No! I tried to... Oh, she's special.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm still up. Jezebel, we hardly knew you.
You wuss.
Now, when you say wuss, you mean that I'm sensitive, right? And I'm concerned about your needs? All right. Well, it's been a long time since I've been in a strip club, and now I remember why. There you go. That's backyard wrestling. I mean, what can you say? It was a simpler time when games came out like this. You're probably saying, well, Raz, there's all kinds of games out there like that. Well, here's the difference. I'm actually holding these in my hand. How many of these completely tasteless, forgettable games like this can you find sitting on the shelves at GameStop these days? I mean, are we a bunch of Puritans or what? Anyway. What better way to round out a show about violence, sexism, stereotyping, and sports games than a letter. Than a letter from two innocent children, age 6 and 7. Let's take a look at what we have here in the mailbag today. This comes from Jackson, and Faith. Jackson 7, Faith is 6, I believe. And Jackson is it's a boy and a girl, brother sister, watching all the way out in Baltimore, Maryland. Ahoy, Maryland! Have some lobster bisque on me, okay? You're eating for 2. So let's see what they have to say. They actually have 3 questions here. First of all, dear Captain Raz, I believe this one comes from Jackson. He asks, why do you play so many games? Well, we are the games we play, aren't we? Why do I play so many games? I don't know. It's fun. I like to escape. I like to be more than just the sum of my parts. And, I mean, I think that the media we consume is important to shaping who we are. I mean, certainly, I'd be a very different person if I was not a gamer, I'd say. But at the end of the day, I try not to look too deep into it and just say it's fun. And I think that that's really probably the way you should look at it. Don't worry about what kind of status it gets you. Don't worry about what the people around you think of you because you play games. These days, it seems to be a trendy, popular thing. In my day, not so much. But in your day, it's probably, run-of-the-mill stuff. I think at the end of the day, though, look at it just as soccer or hanging out with mom and dad. Try to find the fun in it and keep it there. How many games do you have? There's a lot of games on the Galleon. I have a lot of games at my own personal place in Indianapolis. I'd say somewhere around, well, we used to say 1,500, but I think it's more than that now. I think it may be somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000. As for the Galleon, I'm going to say there's probably around 1,000 to 1,500 between the hold and whatever's floating around here. So, yeah, you put those two together, it's I may be a little off, but I'm going to say definitely in the thousands. So lots of video games, lots of places we can sail to, lots of adventure to be had. And how many games a day do you play? Well, that varies, doesn't it? Depends on the day. Generally, though, I'm going to say probably around 2 or 3 of the same game. The one game I play every day, it seems, whether this be before bed or even when I'm on break at work, at some point I will find myself either firing up my Mac or playing on phone, playing some Hearthstone. It's a collectible card game made by Blizzard, set in the World of Warcraft universe. It's very approachable. It's very tongue-in-cheek with how it presents itself. And it's ever-changing. They're always releasing new content. And the best part is, I've been playing for maybe 3 years now. I have never spent a red cent on it. The game is completely free if you're willing to just play the game for what it is and not be worried about buying whatever they're trying to sell you. I don't think that I'm necessarily a parasite, but I'm probably not their favorite person in the tavern. Anyway, I highly suggest it. If you're looking for a game you can play mobilely, play with your friends, or play at home, check out Hearthstone. As for other games, I'd say somewhere between, on an average day, 1 to 3 different types of games in a day, and maybe on a day off, like 5 different games. You got to spend time with these, so I'd say somewhere around there. Jackson Faith. I do hope I'm pronouncing Jackson right. It's Jaxton. I think that's Jackson. I want to thank you guys for watching the show, especially because there's too many bums around here. We need bright, optimistic chaps like you. So thanks a lot, and much appreciated. And keep playing video games out there, all right? When your homework's done. All right, I think that's it. Enough of the tomfoolery. I had a good time. I don't know about you. I'm going to have to put a lot of Bactine on, some of these wounds here. And I think if I just keep working on Jezebel. Was her name Katrina? I just called her a Jezebel. If I keep working on Katrina, or Katana, maybe I should get her name right. I might have a shot. We'll see. Wish me luck, okay? And I wish you luck out there. In your normal lives, in your imaginary lives, in your lives in general. I hope you can find some fun and some smiles and some laughs out there, because sometimes they're a little hard to find. But not here! By golly, not here on the Gaming Galleon. And we'll bring it to you once again sometime soon. So until then, farewell and adieu to ye fair Spanish maidens. Farewell and adieu, ye ladies of Spain, for we received orders for to get beat up in a strip club. Alright, I'll see you later. Okay. And lo and evermore shall we see ye all gone. Keep your mattresses free of gasoline, mateys. Oh my god, I need that. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.